Does this ever happen to you? You finally find some free time to sit down and paint with your new watercolors and you're so excited, but when you sit, you can't think of anything to paint. Happens to me all the time. Hi, I'm Margaret with Sacramento Art Classes, and in this short video, I'll give you a few hints to get you started and a fun little project that you can do that'll just get you going with your watercolors. And if you stick around till the end of this video, I'll talk to you about my free supply list also. So let's go. This is one of those fun exercises that you can spend hours on or just a few minutes. You can make whole pages or just test a couple little colors. So when I'm stuck and I don't know what to paint and I need a warm-up, I use this. A friend of mine had one of these and I'd never seen it before. It's the Painter's Color Diary for watercolor with 100% cotton paper in it. And it's a great book. It has these little liner pages to protect smears and things. And all these grids set up for you to paint whatever you want to have on there. And then even the back side of that page you could use for just other testing. So when I'm stuck, I like to pull this out. So let me get this all set up for you a little bit. I did ahead of time put a couple colors up at the top for you so that we could get started. Today I want to go through real quick a color that we know about but we don't always understand, and it's called neutral tint. So I've laid it out here ahead of time. We have neutral tint, Hansa yellow light, quinacridone red, peacock blue, bright violet, permanent green light, and burnt sienna light. Those are just some colors that I picked that I wanted to play around with. And so what I want to show you about using neutral tint is how it can be just a really fun color to add to other colors and you will get unexpected results. So let's go ahead and get started. I've made some puddles ahead of time on my palette, and I'm going to do one at a time on dry paper. I'm just going to go ahead and put another bit of this Hansa yellow light. I laid out that swatch for you ahead of time so that you could see what it looks like in its plain, unaltered state. And then while it's still wet, if I drop in some of that neutral tint that we're talking about and just leave it be, let it do its thing, maybe I'll give it a little tip. And then while we go on and do all the other colors, you'll be able to watch that first one develop. And then at the end, I'll show you everything. Neutral tint's pretty cool because you can use it to add a little darker value to any color that you're using. And because it's neutral, it will give you a new, different color that you maybe didn't know you could get. And I don't want to go too much into the science of it all here because this is just a short video, but at least you can kind of see what I'm doing here and then play around on your own. So here's peacock blue with a little drop in there. All of these colors that I'm using are Daniel Smith with the exception of my bright violet and my peacock blue. Those are Holbein colors. And the numbers that you see below these swatches are the International Color Index colors, so it tells you what the actual pigments are broken down below. So for example, neutral tint is made up of pigment black 6, violet 19, and blue 15. So this is made of black, violet, and blue. So it's a very I don't know, it's an interesting color. So this is just to get you moving along, and the hope is that once you get started on something like this, it's like a warm-up, and then you can go ahead and do your whatever else you're going to try and paint for the day. And sometimes all it takes is just 2 or 3 minutes to get started with something before you feel like you're on a roll, and then you can keep on and get into some other kind of painting. My burnt sienna is a little bit chunky. I think I needed a little more water in there. Okay, so here's our last one, neutral tint dropping into there, and you can see if we look back at the first ones that have already kind of started to dry, you'll see that you'll get this interesting range of color from just one of your regular colors mixed with neutral tint. So I'm going to let this dry for a minute and show you what it looks like when we're all done, and maybe you'll try it at home. If you do, send me a picture or comment on this video and tell me maybe if you used a different color that I didn't use, and what it came out for you, how you liked it. Also linked in the description is a a quick link that will, if you put your name and email for me, I will send you my free supply list, which has all my favorite supplies that I've used over the last 25 years of painting. So I hope you like this. We'll check back in just a second and you can see what it looks like when it's all dry. Okay, so here we are with a close-up of everything once it's dry. You can still see that blue is still blue and red is still red. It's just a deeper color once we've added the neutral tint. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up or comment and share it with your friends. Have a great day. Happy painting.